Yousaf as a slave. Ghulam became Mukhtar. Genesis chapters 37 and 39. When the Midianite merchants arrived in Egypt, they found Yousaf in the slave market. They took it to sell it and get their money and profit. A healthy and strong slave like him could fetch a good price. A man named Potiphar bought Yousaf. Potiphar was an important officer of the king of Assur. He was the ruler of the palace guards. Yousaf also worked diligently and honestly. Apart from obeying the orders of his master, he would find work for himself and perform his duties in a grand manner. He also did not bring the word complaint on his tongue. He fulfilled his duties with loyalty and integrity. Potiphar became very fond of Ra, and very soon he made Yousaf his personal servant. He observed that there was something special about this young man. Gradually, he entrusted all the management of his house to Yousaf, because he saw that because of Yousaf, there was a blessing in my house. This happened because even here God was with Joseph while he was far away from his homeland, home and family. God helped Joseph to do his job well. Do it and be successful. Yousaf in prison. Genesis chapter 39. Yousaf was very content in Potiphar's house. He was trusted and respected in the household of this important personage. He also knew that God was still with me. But very soon trouble came to Yousaf again. It was not his fault. Potiphar's wife began to love that beautiful young man very much. It was always his desire that when my husband Potiphar, Yousaf should make love with me if I am not present. Yousaf did not even listen to his words. He used to say to him, "My master trusts me in all matters. How can it be that I develop illicit relations with his wife? Besides, it would be a sin against the God whom I love and worship." Potiphar's wife was not ready to accept Joseph's refusal. She used to follow Yousaf and flatter him. Yousaf lived far away from him. One day Yousaf found him alone. There was no servant around. Potiphar's wife took Joseph in her arms. But Yousaf freed himself and ran outside. Potiphar's wife became very angry and decided to take revenge on him. When Potiphar came home, he lied against Yousaf that he tried to touch my honor. As proof, he also showed the cloth that Yousaf left behind and ran away. Potiphar ordered that Joseph be thrown into prison right now. So he was put in prison with shackles on his feet and a chain around his neck. He was no longer the trusting slave he once was. God was with Joseph even in the dark prison. He had not forgotten her. He had great plans for Joseph's future.